Hey everybody! As promised, here's another tutorial with mason jars, just showing you different techniques. So I took 4 mason jars and I painted them just different chalk colors. The first one I started with was my yellow. So after the yellow dried, I then put Mod Podge over it. Once the Mod Podge dried, then I'm going over it with red. So this is kind of the same technique that we used in the previous video because we are going to wet distress this. So again, the Mod Podge seals that yellow, so when we do distress that and take the red back, it's not taking off the yellow. So here are my baby wipes, and we're just gonna rub. We're gonna rub all that red paint off those high points. I also had a towel nearby too to blot any extra liquid that came out of the baby wipes. I really like using the mason jars that have a lot of detail on them for the wet distress look. The next step was to take some black wax, and I went over the entire jar, left it in those low points, kind of wiped it back on the high points, and this is how it turned out. I thought it was pretty cool. Okay, the next mason jar requires molds. So I got my Iron Orchid Design molds. It has a bunch of birds in it, and I made two different birds flying toward each other for this particular jar. Look at the detail on these. The next thing I did was take just my regular tacky glue, painted on a little glue on the back, and then I put them on the jar. And there's Mama Bird. And then next I'm going to add the baby. Make sure to press down all the edges too. You want all the edges to stick down. And then I just took my painter's tape. I wasn't going to lay it down. I was going to keep it standing up. So I just kind of secured the bottom of the molds with my painter's tape. So that's going to help hold it in place. That's what it looks like dry. And then I went over it with that same purple paint. And when that dried, then I took my DIY Ship Direct. It's a teal color wax. And just went over the whole thing and just wiped off the areas I wanted it wiped off of and left them in the areas I wanted them left on. I like those colors together. And this is what it looked like when it was finished. The next mason jar was Kissing Booth by DIY. It's kind of a raspberry color. I did take a stencil. I wanted to do some raised stenciling on this. So in order to do that, I took salt wash and my DIY Kissing Booth. And you're going to mix it 50-50. Half and half. Now this stuff, when you stir it together, does get really, really thick. So then you can kind of play with the paint a little bit and add more if you don't want it as thick. But this is a texture technique that a lot of people will use on furniture. It should come out the consistency of like a thick frosting. You want it, if you tap a brush in, you want it to peak. kind of like meringue. You want it to peak, and then that's when you know it's ready. And then I take that stencil on, so now I'm just going to just kind of tap the brush with that salt wash and paint. And then after I cover all the stencil, then I'll take it off. I did decide to go around the bottom as well, as you can see here. I wanted a lot of texture for the next step. So there it is dry. You see all the texture on top, the bottom, and then we even have a little design where the stencil was. Now I'm going to go over it with Blue Iris and Bohemian Blue from DIY Paint. I just kind of wanted a combo of both those different blues. Mainly because I couldn't decide which one to use, so I said, I'll just use both. Then after the blues dried on the jar, I just took my sandpaper, that's just 120 grit, and I just very gently kind of went over the whole jar. What that does is it's going to pull off those high points. It's actually taking off that salt wash, revealing the raspberry color underneath. So you have the blue on the low points, the raspberry on the high points. And then when you have it the way you want it, remember you are sanding, so you're going to get dust particles from that paint and all those little crevices. So then you just take a dry paintbrush and just kind of brush it all over, get all that paint dust out of the low points. And that's what it looks like. I did want to add a little something to this too, so I did take my black finishing wax and I went over the piece. This too is going to get down in all those low points along with the blue, and then I can wipe back what I don't want. A lot of the black is going to stick though. You guys have seen me in videos do a clear wax as a base so you can wipe off more of the black. I didn't want to do that. I wanted the black to stick in all the areas. And this is what it looked like when it was completed. Last mason jar of the night. I had taken that same bird mold that I'd used for the other mason jar, and I did a mold of one of the other birds. So I glued that on this jar, and then once it was on there and dried, then I painted over it with the blue. And then after that was dry, I did go over it with, well, I kind of went over it with a few different waxes. I went over it with clear, I went over it with white, and I went over it with black. And I just kind of played, after the clear base was on, I just kind of played back and forth with the white and the black until I got the look that I wanted. So there's the black. We're going to wipe some of that back. And there's my white. I'm going to wipe that back a little bit. And then, yeah, I just went back and forth with the two until the white and black were kind of laying where I wanted them. And then I just let it to dry. And this is what it looks like when it was finished. And that's it. Those are the mason jars I have done for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions on how to do some of these techniques, or if something wasn't clear, I forgot something, let me know and I will return your message.